We love the online space, but it's a completely different skill set.
Yeah. And actually, if you flip it round to go, if you've got individual people you're working with and you put them together as a group and offer some group elements to that, however that is in real life or whether that's on Zoom, you can do it that way so that they're still getting their individual attention, which works better for a phase one business, and you can get them reaching their individual goals, but you can start bringing people together as a community in some aspects. So it's a really nice way to maybe start to grow a group program, or maybe just bring a bit of a community element in, which is a really nice way of building loyalty and a community and a place where people just want to hang out for longer. So there's that kind of way of flipping it, where traditionally in the dog training space, we put people together in a group and then we go, oh, they need a bit more help now, let's give them one-to-one after the group. When actually, when you do it the other way around, or it is part of the program, it's an integral part of the program, they're getting the best of both worlds for it. But relying solely on that group element in that stage of business is a really tricky thing to do, which is why a lot of us really struggle to fill spots or to actually get brilliant outcomes for people.
Yeah. So when I'm just going to try and take it back to when we were just saying how you need that audience size to be able to really sell in an online, because if you think about it, the online space is so noisy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like we say, the training market's saturated when you're in an in-person situation. If you've got a few dog trainers in your area, you imagine taking that online. You're no longer competing with other dog trainers for attention. You're competing with the entire advertising system.
Yeah.
You've got reels to contend with, which grab people's attention, various adverts for various different products in various different industries. It's not even just about dog training anymore when you enter that online space. So much noise. And if you are not clear enough that you have this thing and this thing is going to get you this outcome, and you are present and marketing the shit out of it and building a community and building your audience that love you and want to follow you on your journey and are so invested in you, it's really difficult for them to buy.
Yeah. And I've told this story before, but I created an online course in a knee-jerk reaction to COVID, like a lot of people did. And I had access to a field and I just went out and filmed, and I did it in a week or something, filmed the whole thing, edited it, stuck it on like a platform and expected everyone to buy it. Buy this thing. I think that was probably where this little phrase came from. But they didn't. Like a few people did. But the big thing that was missing was me within that program. Like I was there fronting it and presenting it and showing them all the things that I'd do in a puppy class, but I wasn't there to help them along the way. And I do feel like if I was present and if I was there to answer questions, if I was there to be accountable for them, that would have probably been a very different story. And then the outcome of the course would have been probably very different. And I could have really sold it based on that outcome. So I tried, but I didn't know.
Did you market it as well, though?
A little bit to the email list, a bit on Facebook.
Did you do a post? Buy this thing?
Yeah, probably. Just one or two, and thought, oh, no one wants it. Because that's what most people would do. That was only 6 years ago. 6 years ago, isn't it? COVID, that was 2020 I did that. And you just think that was hard to sell it then. Imagine now. I can't even.
But do you know what I mean? Even if you did have that one-to-one element in, by doing an email and a post.
Oh, it's still not going to be enough, is it? But exactly that. The whole thing needed more than substance anyway. But the fact that I thought, oh, well, you can't access dog training at the moment, so here's a thing. People were like, no. Because I didn't talk about basically how many people didn't get access to dog training at that point that they needed it, right? So had I talked about the consequences of not doing this thing and how, I could have used that messaging and marketing in a much better way to actually sell it and reach the people that I wanted to reach. But it was a knee-jerk reaction. It was just, I'd got a bit of time free and thought, oh, do you know what? I could create this course and it can sit there and it can, people can buy it whilst I'm asleep. And of course, it happened a few times and I got a bit of self-reinforcement when I got a few pings Don't know how many I sold in the end. Under double figures, I think.
Do you remember how much you sold it for?
46 quid.
46 quid?
I think it was 36 actually, and then I increased it by a tenner. Because I thought, that's way too cheap for all of that I've just done. Because it was effectively my puppy class exercises. Like the 6 weeks, I'd broken it down into each little exercise that I teach them and just put it into so it was week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6 with 5 or 6 videos in each one. So that's how it was structured. So I was literally just took my puppy class and replicated it into that.